Hello, this is What Am I Doing channel with Raid Shadow Legends. We're going to cover the Christmas event right quick for the events that are currently up. We'll do this over the event. It's just kind of the list of what's going on, bottom to top. We will be doing several events. Let's jump into our tournaments and then we'll look at our events. Gotta give it a sec to load. We won't be doing anything fancy. We'll be doing some tag team right quick. We'll show our teams and the gear for that specifically. And then we'll do one run of our ice golems on a super raid. And explain our team and gear as well. Okay, tag team arena. It's not for the fusion specifically, but you're gonna want to do this because of the resources. 300 energy, a little bit of gems, small portion of silver, another summon, which you can use in the summon draft. I'll probably talk on that later, in another video. Chickens, that's about it. Nothing too fancy, just pretty much doing your daily stuff. Now this is for the fusion. This is what I am pressing super raids for. Again, nothing too fancy. Some silver, some summons, some brews, a book, which, if this event is finished by me, before it is done, then I will probably press for the book for CVC. Events. Give it a sec. We have a Dungeon Divers event, and we have a Summon Rush going on. Right now, we are at about 800. We need to get to 2,500. We will probably try and push for the Ancient if we still have time to go. We have 110 runs to go through daily. We have a Summon Rush for this event. And that's kind of where we're sitting at. I don't think I'll go for any of this. I will try going for the Visionary, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'll get to 1750, and that's where I'll stop. Unless if I get lucky. Actually, hold on. 170. So I need about 30 Ancients, somehow. I'll press my Nightmare later, and see if I can't get to Sacred. That'll probably help a little bit. But But let's get into our tag team arenas. Enough talking. Actually, before we do that, let's pop in here real quick. Okay. We're gonna do like 1 or 2 fights. It's mostly just covering the entry of the event and what I'm doing. I'm trying to get 3 wins for each one. Okay, so for this team, the most threatening team will be the first one. For the second one, it's worrisome, but I do have some things to cope with it. Just so we outspeed it. He is geared, but not well. Okay. We will go Cold Heart, and we need Cold Heart for neutral. And finally, we will deal with this last one. With the defense up, kind of more of a tankier team. Throwing Kale. We don't have defense down. This will be a speedier team that we are facing. More than likely, it does have 2 speed boosters, so that is something I'm going to be thinking about while facing this. Just kind of trying to think of what I want to use. She's fast enough that I think this will be fine. Now, I'm fine to leave it on auto, but my biggest thing when I'm doing 3v3 is I want 3 wins as best as possible. I got 10 attacks a day, and that's what I'm guaranteed. So, for every attack I do, I want to try and make it count as best as possible. That's just the way I play. You guys can do it how you want. There are people that go for 2 out of 3. Personally, I want to get as many points in this tournament as possible, and I farm the gold bars. I want to get Drexstar, and I like to put in, or not Drexstar, yeah, Drexstar. And I go in for energy, preferably. This week we do not have energy in it. I gotta see what the rotation is in 3 days. It's silver this week, I think. Or chickens, I don't know. We'll check. Either way, I might, I don't really know what I'll be doing this week. But I do need my gold bars. Okay, this first team is my arena team minus Melga. I usually run Stagnite as my last one here. But because our ninja, honestly, he's pretty good. Also, I have him set up on auto run for my arena to do his frost skill first. So, there is that. There's less auto synergy for this team versus that team. When he uses his frost skill this time, he'll probably freeze both of these guys, or at least one, for most of the people I touch where I'm at. Now, I will need to up his accuracy a lot to continue any further, but I'm focusing a lot on gear. 220-ish speed, something like that. 238 on Seeker, 237 on Haikatoon. And then Melga's like at 180-ish, maybe 160-ish, somewhere around there. She's not too fast. She's kind of in a slower pool of HP, again, because of gear. Now this Elder Scarg, he might take a little bit, but we'll get through him pretty quickly. I don't think that Frost landed. Or he moved fast enough to work it off, because it looks like he's moving quick. He's also pretty tanky. I know he has defense up, but still. Seeker's down, not too worried. We'll probably get a slow here. I definitely have to work on my tag team stuff quite a bit. But again, that's gear. Now this should go pretty smoothly. She's probably going to Art of Pain everything to death, and anything that's left over will get Jack Frost. Actually, more specifically, we'll get Jack Frost because I'm going to make sure it targets the lowest health. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts to people getting Jack Frosted. Though this is a freeze team, and it's a pretty fast team at that. So let's see if we can actually get in. Nah, he did his basic. Okay, so we're going to stop this from autoing. Gonna try clutching this back into play so we don't lose it. Our Stagnite's tanky enough that I don't really have a worry about it. My Logan, my banner alert dude there. I don't use in arena. enough to know how he works, so this is kind of me testing him, I guess. And then my Cold Heart, she's pretty good. I just upped her damage quite a bit. So, there's that. And she's pretty tanky. Juliana is hitting hard. This might be a wipe on this one. We'll take him out so we don't have to deal with all that. We'll go for him so we hit harder and we can heal a little more. Maybe get an extra turn out of this. And then it should be a wrap. Juliana can hit as hard as she wants. At the end of the day, my Stag Knight's way better geared than her. Now, this might or might not end up getting uploaded because of the time. And my videos usually go like this. A lot of it's because of load times, but they're running a shield set, so once we crack through it, we'll see what we're doing and how fast this one will be. I do want to auto-target her. And this one might be a wipe unless a Painkeeper can do some damage. You're supposed to be targeting this thing. Notably, our Skytouch Shaman is on regeneration set right now. I will probably be putting her on an immunity regeneration set. If I remember right, my Painkeeper is also about 180 speed and 189, and she's running Stalwart. And then I don't know what my Sepulchre's running on. We'll check that after this run. We got a couple of these we will look at. And then we'll just show our team for Ice Golem. We won't run it, just because of time's sake. I will probably run it in a separate video. Once we get her down, we'll be looking pretty solid. I say that while looking at the rest of the team. Yeah, we just pretty much gotta wait and probably take out Elhind, and then everything else is fine. Our Sepulchre's built well enough that this team probably won't kill her. With that in mind, they probably won't even kill my Painkeeper. But that's as long as we can do enough damage to take them out. I won't be showing masteries as I'm not running masteries on most of my champs right now. I'm still manually going through them, so I'll just show you gear and stats. Someone broke something. And I guarantee y'all probably heard that. Did you break the toilet? I feel like that had to be said. Okay, hi Katoon. And then we'll just slowly work down Apoth afterwards. It doesn't look like he's taking a lot of damage, but that might change once we're focused on him specifically. They're not doing enough now for Skytouch Shaman to take any real damage. So I don't think I'm losing anyone. And if I do, it will probably be on a revive. On death. Especially once this Haikatoon's out. It just is going to take some time. I also don't have any, like, genuine editing tools, so this is kind of where we're at. That's going to be a pain. Not so much so when we get buffed on our end by the defense buff. We'll do a lot more. So this might speed up now. Definitely. Like I said, my Sepulture's pretty well geared. I might have switched my Cold Heart to Vampire when I got her speed up to 180. 89, I think. Again, we'll look at it. This is what we're going to run for right now, just kind of so you guys see what I'm doing. I thought Silent was the leader. But either way, YouTube, say hi to the clan. I'll do a little PSA here in a minute. Before ending this. Took some time. We are there. Let's go check the gear. Actually, Ice Golem team and then gear. And then we'll just kind of go from there. We'll do the most noteworthy. We've been running 13 at the moment. I need to test around a little bit before I go too much more further. I don't have anything steady. Okay, let's start with Ninja. This is just pretty much what's important right now. Speed, defense, crit rate. I want critical damage here, but right now it's attack. It's resistance, but I want accuracy. This is attack. I'd prefer defense. But for right now, this is fine. I'll probably eventually switch it for this. I'll hit less harder, but it's fine. Second noteworthy, just kind of the consistent core I'm using. There's this one. Accuracy. CD. Speed. Defense. Defense. And HP. I would prefer an accuracy on that banner, and I definitely need more crit rate. Cold Heart. The rest of these I need a lot of work on, but Ninja and Stag are pretty much perfected for where I have them at. Just a few little tickers here and there. So like I said, working the best I can. This one actually is in a really good spot. I need more speed and more defense and HP, and I'll be really happy. More accuracy too. HP chest, speed boots, HP gloves. I'll probably switch one of those around if I get some really good HP subs somewhere else. And then just that's where we're at. High Katoon, and then Seeker last. these are kind of the core components of my tag team and dungeons at the moment. It's kind of the stats I'm dealing with. I'm doing pretty solidly. I got some more tuning and some more pushing, and we're there. Speed, attack, I need to change that. And crit rate, I also need to change that. HP defense, something like that. Some accuracy. And then HP ring. That's what I'm using during this fusion to get the stuff done. That includes my farmer kind of going forward. I'll go into more depth with the gear at a later date as I get into more specific things. But this is my alliance. We're looking for a Ultra Nightmare hitter as well. And that's it. That's pretty much where I'm sitting with the fusion. That's what I'm going to be doing with the fusion. It's about that time I tap out for the night. I'm going to set my 100 runs and get as much dungeons and ice golems done as possible. Y'all have a good one. Peace.